people of the internet. Welcome back to another video on the Horizon channel. Today I'm going to talk about a Reddit post I made 9 months ago on the Pixels Reddit page. Now, I'll just get straight into it. No bullshit, no that. No, this subreddit post isn't a direct attack or insult towards the company Kogan Mobile Entertainment. Pixels is a well-developed game in my opinion, but has a few bugs here and there which can be fixed. I'm simply here to state some points I want to address on this post. So let's go over the beginning. The beginning experience. Let's begin with the basics. I could go on a rant about how good it was back then compared to now. That's shit, because it happens to all communities. Let's get to the good part. I don't know. That's probably it doesn't matter. Community. The community nowadays is only based on the following. What do I mean? Well, if you believe a price set on something in a world, that's what everyone agrees on. Until this day, 9 months after this post, it's still like that. If someone in the community or a group in the community decides, hey, this certain item should be worth this amount just because we value it at this. I'm going to put an example up on screen right now. As I recently just sold. So the bunny nose right here. The original price I bought it at was two. Actually, hold on. Let me just lower it. As I was saying, I originally bought the bunny nose for 100 bits. About on Monday, and as you can see from the prices, the average price is about 50, right? I recently sold it this morning for 1,000 bits. 1,000 bits. Compare that to all these prices, and I just want to set an example. Out of the 19 sales out of the 20, one of them sold for 1,000, and the rest didn't even sell over 100. And I want to make that my point to show that if you set a price on something, even if it doesn't match the community, or if it does, you could still overprice it and people would buy it just because someone probably say, oh hey, it's true, or blah blah blah. Which in my opinion is ridiculous. There should be a system in place, but there isn't. So going back to the post, in a world that's what everyone agrees on. Now the debate here is, yes, they can be accurate or reliable, but sometimes they're completely wrong. That's awful. I stick to this point. Yes, some of the prices they put on items 100% me, but other times it don't, and that is what I don't like. But look, it has improved and it'll continue to improve. Let's hope for the best. It feels like influencers can just set a price on something and everyone jumps on a bandwagon. This doesn't make the community bad, but it's something that should be noticed as admired. This main point about influencers can set a price. When Trillionaire was an influencer for the Pixels community, he would always get given or always have friends that gave him items, and he would always sell them at a high price compared to like they normally were. He could sell an item for 50k bits and it would originally be 5,000, but the only reason that sold is because of his tag, the fact he was an influencer, which really is annoying because it just shows if you have a following you could probably sell anything just because people are buying, just because you're an influencer in the community. But anyways, I'm not going to lecture about all the other shit like scammers, how people are bugs, etc. That's for another debate. Alright, now this topic is about influencers. Influencers. I've seen one clip of Jake explaining why he kept an inactive influencer, which I agree with him on. I think this influencer was Trillionaire once again. But anyways, out of this current influencer I've noticed, Trillionaire isn't a good influence to this community. P2P, known as pay to play, well, yeah, play to play or pay to play, I don't know what it's called. P2P is legal, I get that, and that's not a problem, but I've seen him multiple times and the way he presents himself is questionable. No, he does not make sexual comments. No, he doesn't do anything sexual. He just makes himself look disrespectful and rude. Now with this remark, I don't have, just want to confirm, no, I don't have evidence to support that, but I was basing that on rumours. But I remember seeing one time where I was in the game with him in his P2P world, and he was acting like a prick when there was about 20 people there. So that's why I made this comment right here, which I'll probably stick to this day, because once you make that impression, it's not going to go away. I'll remember you by that, or the community will. Anyways, which isn't something that can bring a good impact on Pixel Worlds. People like Not Evil are fine in my past current experience. Not Evil is probably the best influencer in this community, hands down. His videos he made back then, or even till the present day, I'll show you an example of what I mean. So it's YouTube, Not Evil. He has 34k, he's big. He was mainly known for Gotopia content back then, but till this day, his videos banned a lot. He is a Pixel Worlds YouTuber, Gotopia. Till this day, he makes really good content. And it's a shame he got removed from the program, but look, it is what it is. He'll probably be reinstated in a while, because I think without him the community's, I won't say not that great, but it's always good to have change, but it's always good to keep the old people there, the veterans of the game. Anyways, going back, I just don't know how this is. Also, we need more influencers with different opinions or actually active. I mean, Trainer does play the game, but from a few seconds for fact checking, he hasn't done one video on channel about Pixel Worlds. Nah, I can't. Yeah, he was mainly an influencer on his YouTube channel, but during this time he never posted a video on his channel, which, if you ask me, is really shit. Because you're supposed to be an influencer and you're not posting any content. You're not entertaining anyone. You just have a tag for doing nothing. But anyways, his Instagram, 2nd of January, which is debatable. I do not remember exactly what this post was. I mean, when was this? 2019. This post was 9 months ago. So, if you do a little bit of calculation, that's the 2nd. That's October. I think this was the post I was on about. Yeah, this was this January 22nd of this year. And it was just him advertising his casino world, which I thought, But 9 months later, he has posted, but other than that, well, he has been removed, thankfully, from the program, but during that time, he never posted. He's probably the most inactive influencer in the game. Now, just because he's inactive doesn't mean he should be removed by all means, but there should be someone looking into this, in my opinion. I stick by this statement for any influencer on the program currently of this year or in the near future. This should be either the moderation team or the staff, mainly the administrators Pixels. They should overlook the influencers and see if they meet a certain criteria, like they post videos every week, they're active in game, like they should have logs to check that, but sadly they don't. So it's just a guessing game, I guess. But there should be someone looking at it. Now, yes, I know I'm singing an out Trillionaire, but I've no clue about the others. And I've no clue about the others because I don't care, because Trillionaire is the only one I notice. Yes, that is somewhat biased that I only called him out of any influencer during that time. But when I met him in game, he was a really bad person, and I till today I don't like him. I'm proud he's gone from this community. Where should I moderation? I'm gonna say this right now. I know for a fact nowadays moderators do enforce rules that much, but recently one of the moderators of the game, if I can get the username up, goes by Ruby. If she's even active. Yeah, I'll use this screenshot. Ruby, to my knowledge, Neon Slayer, a very reputable member of the community, he's been playing the game for years now, he has a really bad disliking with Ruby, based on her being biased as a moderator for the game in certain situations. Now, can I confirm this or deny this? No, because I don't know two sides of the stories. I can only tell you what I know based on what the people in Pixels has told me and close friends of the community of mine has told me. Anything else is just speculation. Anyways, moving on. Now I recognise some old generation people being moderators, which is good to see. But I heard something about us getting music such Jimmy OGM on the mode being staff. Someone made a comment about that, which I'm gonna read now. For the Yost Jimmy moderating, he did something against the rules and they covered it for him. Like if they didn't see it when the higher ups know, they did what they did. As for the rest, Pix Rules is based on a free old community. You can't expect much from them, from following influencers to over inflating price because they have no idea how stuff works. Anyways, it's been 2 years since the last time I played this. You have any idea what the big update is coming out? I have no clue what it means by big update. Probably Halloween update. But yeah, from what he said, apparently Yus was doing stuff against the TOS and the moderators, music, so Jimmy was being biased and not batting an eye to it, when in reality they knew what he was doing, but he just didn't want to enforce it because they wanted to keep a friendly relationship with Yus. Anyways, I cannot in fact check this or confirm this. It's based on rumours. Now the question is moderation an issue? Till this day, I'm gonna say this 100% it is. Now in this post I said it isn't, but moderation, in my opinion, is so shit. I'm basing this off. I remember posting yesterday, posting in the sponsor channel, asking for help from a moderator, and Ruby the moderator, deleted my post. I didn't say anything. She just deleted it. I deleted the text, but she just deleted it and gave me no help, and that made me decide to write this report, this suggestion for the Discord, to write a channel where I could report people in who either is hacking or breaking the rules of the game. But clearly they don't really care unless you have a close connection with them, which I think is really fucked. But look, we move on. From others, it is from my point of view. It isn't really though, although I would like to see more people recruited or seen more often GMTS EC Beast. Now, I do not know how many I don't know any of these moderators' time zones, so that point I made is 50-50. Not publicly show themselves, but in ghost mode, so we know they're actually helping out. And yes, debate that they have in real life, that's nice. No one expects them to moderate PW 10 hours a day, so that's up for you to discuss. I agree. I wouldn't want a moderator to be moderating for more than 5 hours a day. On and off, sure, but at the same time, if you're moderating, you'd somewhat like the community to know your presence, to get them a comfort of saying, right, we know there's a modding game, so whenever you see this game, just go report that. They'll see the report, go to it, deal with it. But instead, no one has a clue where they are. It's just a ghost town. You don't know if they're on, they're off. Look, greed and more greed. This will be interesting. Alright, let's begin. Every time I try to do a spleef or anything fun for the community without mentioning a prizes giveaway, aka giving away 10 Roblox for winning partaking. By the way, this was before bits were included into the game, where they were the main currency. This was when Roblox were the main currency of Pixel Worlds. So just take that in mind. No one shows up. No one cares to even have fun anymore. But if I mention like the prize of 10 Roblox, 20 plus people come. It's like you have to pay people to even have fun, which is something that shouldn't be a thing. Now this is so sad, because this has happened a lot to me. And it still happens till this day. If you host a fun event like Spleef, you may get a few people showing up. Probably max at 7. If you have no prize involved, they won't come. But if you mention a prize, you have the whole community coming. And that's what I hate. Because it just feels like you have to pay people to have fun. And if that's the way it is, no one in the game is going to enjoy it. Because you just have to consciously pay to have fun. And in my opinion, it's so shit. Now yes, I'm going to have a bad experience, but the same thing happened yesterday, and I even went to fact check it so I can post this with no false information. I just think it's shit and really brings down the community down. I 100% stick with that statement. Anybody who's watching right now and plays Pixel Worlds, go into a game, host a Spleef World, right, and global message it without saying there's a prize involved, right, and then do the same with a prize involved and compare the numbers. How many people show up, how many people stay, how many people actually care, and you'll see. Right, as I was saying, yes, this does bring down the community a lot, which is sad, but I don't think it'll improve at all, if I'm being honest. I've probably like the 5+ years I played this game, it won't improve. Anyways, P2 play. This is my favourite part. I mean, P2P isn't an issue. They made it illegal because they probably couldn't stop it in PW. I wholeheartedly agree with this. Because back then, even when P2 play was illegal, there was constant people making it, hosting it. Like, the whole community was on board with it. And the moderators, I'm guessing, couldn't keep up. So you just said, make it legal. So, but they shouldn't have made it legal in my opinion, because it's pretty much enforcing gambling. Is gambling a bad thing? Who knows? If it's for an older demographic, then it's not a bad thing, because you make your own decision in life. But if for a younger audience, then I wouldn't suggest it. I'd say no and just make it legal, because there's so many other methods out there to actually make a lot of bits or warlocks and bits nowadays in Pix Worlds. But everyone just bats an eye away from it because P2Play seems to be the only option. I mean, that's fair enough, and there isn't a problem with how P2P operate, but it's shit. I don't like the fact people take advantage of the system, like, oh, you bet $2 equals $1 tax. At this point, I want to make it clear. What it's like is like, it's like you buying an item from someone. You're the buyer, there's the seller, and then there's a middleman in the middle. And you have to pay that middleman a commission for the item you bought. When in reality, it should just be as simple. You buy the item, the seller gets the money, you get the item, everyone's happy. You don't need to deal with a middleman, someone involved. And that's how most P2Play wars are nowadays, which I think it's really a shame. But look, yes, I know you try and profit from the P2Play and all that, but it's just shit. Now I can't talk a lot on this because I've only played it twice, but in my opinion that just seems the only way to make warlocks officially. Now then again, there isn't with how P2Play is made, but I just hate it. I hosted one a game in the P2Play genre. It was like you climb 1,000. I hosted that, but instead of people gambling, I paid for them. It was just like a fun event I did, which I probably do now. Actually wouldn't do nowadays because I have to pay people to go there. But anyways, give away platinum locks to the community. Why would I? In reality, it means nothing. Now here we go. Sure, I could be a kind person, and always will be, and many people question me here on my friends list on why I give away up to, I guess that means many PLs, when all I get back is hatred or people complaining that it isn't high enough. This point's so sad. I mean, yeah, people don't really give a shit if I do a giveaway. They wouldn't care about who did. Like, this point, once again, so sad. It's like filling someone's wallet with money. They'd appreciate it once you give the money away, but they won't care in the future. As long as they benefit short term, they won't care. Sure, I might have been with the wrong demographic in the game back then, or the whole community back then, but it's still like that nowadays. You see so many people going to communities. I'm going to do an example to prove a point in my world educating. I just want to prove a point. So let's do a basic GM side. Please come to my world and review it. Right? Let's see how many genuine people are going to come in, let's say, 2 minutes. That are going to come and actually take the time to visit my world, review it, and actually give feedback on it. So far we have Carlo, some random player Pix Worlds. Am I reviewing the world? Like what he didn't even see the world, and he's just reviewing it. Let me check the polls. But yeah, so far 3 people have actually come. One of them is given a 4 out of 10, which is, in my opinion, just biased. But I respect it. He actually at least came to show, yo, Andrew, walk. What do you mean on my walk? I'm walking. Unless he means, like, are you walking? 5 out of 10. What? Mine leaving the world. names. Nah, that was someone else. But yeah, for example, 3 people, right, has actually showed up to the world. So 3 genuine people of the community has actually bothered to show up, right? So let me just ban all of them for the example. So right, now let's do giveaway at my world. Please come. Not gonna say what it is, just giveaway in my world. So taking the context, 3 people showed up when I was genuine and I said, can you actually help me out here? And we feel my world. Now let's see how many people will come once I give them something to come for, which would be bits, platinum locks, whatever. Now keep in mind, this is 3 o'clock GMT. So 4 people, 5 people, 6 people, 7 people, 8 people. Do you see the significant difference? 9 people, well, probably 10 now. 10 people now showed up because it benefits them just to come. It's still growing. 11 people, 12 people. Compare that to the 3 people who came just to be genuine and actually help me out. Compared to these 14 people who are only coming just because I mentioned there's something there that would help them. But yeah, that's just the example I wanted to use to prove a point. Also, you can come to World Educating. I'd appreciate if you left a review. I'm trying to improve and all. Before I switch back, 16 people, 70. Like, this proves the point. 3 people came to genuinely help me out. 17 people came just to benefit themselves. And that is what I really hate. So, switching back to Reddit. Where was I? Don't we give a shit to give it. Okay, I mean, yeah, people don't really give a shit if I do a giveaway. They won't care about who did it or if they are kind of, so that's nice. Once they do, so not get the prize, they leave, which is fair enough. If you want to be like that, it's fine. And people say it means nothing. I mean, no, I'm glad I can help people get whatever item they want or get rich. Yes, I do get poor in the end, but I don't really mind. I'll just try my best to keep doing what I enjoy. I do enjoy helping people, but it's gotten to the point where I kind of got sick of it. So, with that said, recognition. It was one day in Trader where I decided to buy 4+ people random VIP for his world, and EGPW, the owner of the world, was there, and we talked back and forth about how I bought people VIP and some of my friends for free. We talked about how this community was all and all that. We actually went and talked real in depth about it. But anyways, to conclude, I did a P2P when I paid people to play. This was what I was on about. Like, I paid 2 people 1 log each to play for fun and get warlocks while doing so. After I gave away 50+ warlocks, he decided to friend me because of how kind I was. When he did it, I really appreciated it. It seems like it was seeing it as a possible influence to other people. This was done a bit. Now I'm gonna switch to the game capture. So this world trader, if you were in the community back then, this world was very active. So, as an example here, this was the VIP he gave me in the world, and this was a block I placed for him. Well, not placed, but I gave him and I placed it. But I remember exactly buying 4 people VIP just as a gesture of kindness, and ever since he just decided to add me because he seen that I was probably just a very good person. But yeah, that's all I have to say for that section. Let's move on. Want the active world consider empty on the inventory? Damn, that's really deep. From a lot of GMs, if you GM anything normal, like, oh, come to this world to have fun or do some parkour, most of the time you get 1 to 2 people that would leave after a minute, or rare 1 player that stays, which in my opinion is fucked up. But if you GM about come to a world to have fun with anything war high value, you'll get 20+ people and 15 will stay for a short period of time until you've given the prize to them or until you stop giving away stuff. This is, in my opinion, is what makes the community bad and should try to get a better community. I'll say this right now about the community being bad. The mods and the administrations can't change that much. The only thing they could do is probably say the bad things about it and try to get that into people's minds that we should probably change what we're doing, or change something at least. So about that, I don't think they have that much control over it, but like, there's no one else think this game is thrown into a marketplace. This is how the game has been for years, in my opinion. It's a game of whoever can be the richest is the most popular. Or if you're not rich, you don't really get the attention you deserve. Which, in my opinion, is a good thing, but also a bad thing. It's a good thing because then it shows you're somewhat in line with the dedicated people in the game, or the people who've done it right. So you're surrounding yourself with good people, or people who share the same goals as you when you're rich. But at the same time, it's bad for other people because then you can't really help them, or you don't want to help them. You just want to be greedy, which I think is fucked up. Anyways, like, I bought my friends some dream items they wanted, and it's good over. But after giving away 10 plus PLs, I somewhat realised there isn't any point of keep doing it if all I get is harassment and criticism for doing something nice. Now everyone's going to say, well, no, you do it for profit, lol. That's a good point. Sadly, I don't. Even if I did, it wouldn't make sense, and it just ruined the point of a giveaway. You do something for free, you shouldn't expect something in return. And I don't. If you want to know the history, just go to Buy Fusion. Now, before I read the end, I'm actually going to go to the world and have a little review. It's actually been a while. It's been, what, 9 months? Alright, back. I'm in the world, Buy Fusion. Let's see, spleef this way, wave 5 for all logs. Okay, that's kind of cringe. Review world, thank you guys, and what's this? Hello. Donate because I gave away 1 PLT over my lifetime of playing BW every. Okay, the fact that I asked for donations for spleef made me really countered the point I was trying to make, which I can't really argue with. But anyways, it's a bit hypocritical if you ask me. What the hell's up here? I have a clue. Is there anything else? AWA is a sign. Swap to where's the history? If I'm on about this sign, then yeah, this is the history in a nutshell. But look, doesn't matter. Alright, let's go back. And the ending. I mean, this is slightly a lame ending. Just wish for the better for the community. I hope to see some improvement from this post. If not, then that's fine. Maybe one influencer can make the difference. I really hope I see that now in this generation of influencers. I really hope there's that one influencer who actually stands out. One person, right, I'm always rooting for. Games 12. Haven't met him in game. Oh, he did feel welcome. I personally think he's a really good YouTuber for the people. The crafting. Like, sure, he's a commentary YouTuber. He's mainly a commentary YouTuber, but like, I think he would be a good YouTuber to put in the community as an influencer. But sadly, he just doesn't. He's not. He was never recommended, which I think is really a shame. Although he has a massive following. 2.6k, that's so much, and well deserved in my opinion. Anyways, moving on. This is the amount of time I played in the community, which is about nearly 250. Fuck. What's this? My stats. That was when I had 1,433 days. If you look at that now, which I'll put on screen right now. Wait for this to load and then I'll show you. Yeah, if you look at it now, I have about 1,703 days, which is about, I'll say roughly 6 years. Near 6 years, which after 6 years, you know, I really enjoy the game. I'm not going to sit here and say it's a trash game. It's actually a really good pixel game. But, you know, with every game there comes a bad side to it, and you know, just one day hopefully the Pixels community can change. Now, don't get me wrong, I haven't seen this new community in this full. I've only seen some new moderators. Anything else I have no clue about. I talked to this one influencer called Sorax, whatever his name is. I didn't like his content because it was the general clickbait, and that's when at the time I was buying that item. and he said he got it. So I was thinking, right, I'll actually show the video to reiterate the point I'm trying to make. So if you go Sox, yeah, I looked him up. Sox. He has a pretty good following. So what was his vid? It was this video, the trick draw blades. Yeah, I lost respect for him. Pretty much during that time, I was looking for them. I was looking for any information I can. So I went to this video because this was recommended. So I looked through. I was like, "Aye, when does he get it?" This whole video, he doesn't even get it. Now I get it doesn't exactly say, "Oh, I got the trick draw blades," but at the second time, surely you could at least elaborate if you did or not, instead of just saying, "Oh, I may have got, I may have not," because it's literally just clickbait. You're literally just making us click, just to get us on edge and to keep watching the video, which I get is more. I won't say ad revenue because I don't think his channel is monetized. But anyways, yeah. Other than that, I've seen him on Twitch. He's actually a very respectable dude. He gifted some like 10 subs. Well, the Pixel's Twitch 10 subs, which I respect him for doing. But that one video, I don't respect him for. Anything else is up to him. Like, he's like the typical YouTuber that doesn't talk a lot, which I get. If you don't want to talk, doesn't mean you have to. But yeah, that's where I'm going to leave it at, because this is just a little rant, to be honest. I enjoy doing rants. So anyways, yeah, that's where I'm going to end it off. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe to my channel. I plan to upload more. For now, I shitpost a lot. Yeah, I really do shitpost a lot, to be honest. I mainly make Roblox content because I really enjoy the game. Other than that, I upload Osu. That's literally the only video that actually did well. But regardless, if you enjoy, subscribe. If you don't, then by all means hit the dislike button, hit the like button, whatever you want. And I'll talk to you all next time. Peace.